Let's get it. It's your girl, Kenichiwa, Unstable Creature here. And I'm ready to come off the line with it. You know why? Because it's well overdue. And on top of me having my missed weeks of 10 and 11, because I think I had a peek through on 9, but I'm coming through with full force on 12 because y'all, y'all not y'all not y'all not standing on 10 toes. Y'all not coming through with full force on all cylinders, and I'm gonna let you know, okay? And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Not from like I have a break. No, okay? Segue. Let me just say, okay? Entering into week 12. Okay? I have these deleted videos that I also I'm gonna have to put forth because this is the structure that I really need y'all to follow through with the Chiefs. I wish I would have put this video just say like, there is no competition, and even though we have had this loss and I'm coming through like, oh, no competition, because I need y'all to listen and pay attention, okay? Week 12. Like the first half, I give it to y'all, okay? All day. Second half, you have to pay attention to. Defense didn't hold all they had to. Defense didn't stand up to all that because defense did have its peak. But when it comes to this offensive line, Aiden, that is my man. Now, I ain't gonna make no excuses for what has happened and what has transpired on the field as far as like, him doing his thing, him coming up short. We gonna hold every man accountable to what was. Okay? So, given the fact that this game has happened, you announcers, or I want to say you guys, and the announcers and certain people have stated that, okay, right, he have more, since you let him in, more wins than loss. And I want to go back on that. Let me check up on myself. But at the same time, everybody have its purpose. Okay? Aiden O'Connor, I'm specifically talking to you in this time because I knew that in my absence, not that I knew in my absence, I thought in my absence, like, bam, y'all won, y'all lost. Miami Dolphins didn't know, but I also had an idea of what, because the experience was a little bit different. So I low-key didn't give it, but left it in the air. So, given that loss, I also looked like, okay, where was another loss was going to occur? You know what I mean? And I only set up for that Miami Dolphins loss, not Kansas City. Okay? Because I knew that y'all had it in you. The first quarter, y'all heard it, y'all holding on and doing all that y'all had, that was what's up. That second half, and y'all not following through. So what I want to say is, Aiden O'Connell, just like everybody right now in that stance, have its purpose. You have your purpose. Okay? Your purpose in directing the ball and being able to throw it to somebody, even though everybody has been there before you, stand in your ground. Know that what you are there is serving the same purpose that everybody else is there for, and everybody else need to start picking up and understanding. Because look here, in that second half, everybody that you threw the ball to, even though they want to blame you for being short or whatever, you handed the ball. And I hate to say this, because you are a one-man force, and I just hate to think that you would take like the dollar over your morals and your skills. You know what I mean? So Josh Jacob, seeing this game and seeing you guys come out in the second half, and every time the ball is either passed to you, that you're not just sprinting off and figuring out like it was before. Now you're doing this double juke, or you're pausing, and that is visible. You know what I mean? We can see the difference. So this is what I say about certain things where you can't tell a lie. Like I want to sit back, because even in Miami Dolphins, I was like, okay, I don't have a good, not accuracy, because I can see like it can go towards another way. But even in the time, stay strong, stay structured, remember what you're there for. And it could have went far, but I did look like because some of the skills that I see, they get. So given that, I still needed y'all to know what y'all have exposed and what y'all know about the Chiefs. And don't get confused on what the media say about Mahomes and any other person about on that team. Y'all know what y'all can expose, and y'all should have rolled up on that as a team. And even though everybody don't know when somebody becomes weakened between the thoughts and moving forward, or coming across their own opponent, that they may think like, oh, I'm losing this, or what do. Everybody needs to stay strong and stay focused on the main objective. The main objective is getting there, staying strong, and staying wise. Okay? You can, knowing a play is having knowledge. You know what I mean? But going through that play and knowing that the difference between the defense and how you can strive within that play, and the people that's coming up on you that may like do that difference in the juke, just like you try that difference in a juke as a receiver, defense is on you, that you have to recognize, and you have to stay within thought and know who you are. Oh my God. You guys are the Raiders. You know what it means to raid, to infiltrate, to bring in, to be the black hole. Y'all have to hold on to, not even hold on to that. Y'all got to know what that shit do, so y'all can strive on through, because that right there has been y'all everything, okay? Not just on defense, but upon offense. And I'm just thinking upon inside the field and outside the field. Y'all got to start thinking like that, and putting your skills. You may question yourself, but then when your abilities start showing above what you question, give that the grace. And then on top of that, when you think like that becomes shaky, or that becomes like almost rocky, you got to stand strong in your stance. stand 10 toes, because this is why I felt like you guys could overcome with the Chiefs more than any. Or look here, since I put Aiden O'Connell in, I knew that, I want to say, since like boop 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 Miami, since I questioned Miami, and I shouldn't probably did that within myself, question Miami, but should have set my video up on like certain times where like y'all know that it's in. Y'all don't really have to question shit. And I don't know why y'all came up on this time where y'all really just sat and question. And I know y'all question upon shit, but the only one that stood strong in like, I don't know why. Y'all let me know if this is real. But the only one that stood strong in what he was trying or what he was doing is Aiden. He need his line to be as strong as he. He cannot be throwing to motherfuckers that be thinking like, oh, when you get it. And then, look here. I have my eye. You know what I mean? Josh Jacob, you here for a reason. Like I said, your antennas was up. Don't let the outside or anybody get into your ear and look like, oh, you got to go back to where you was great. And you might not been thinking of so many negative or so many things that could affect you in ways to where like you think you need to. No, because during these games, while you doing this, everybody else is coming out like this. Visualizing the whole, or thinking like, blah, having that tunnel vision where everybody's on the outside, like in the rounds, and you just, and that's just what it is. Because sometimes I be thinking like, if it comes down to it, is it my word? Because if just look at it, if this is like a radio challenge, radio channel, and y'all have to just hear a man's voice, would it be more righteous or more be in the point of where, in the direction of where y'all thinking? But because it's me, I want mad queen, if you really want to say. But in that perspective, you don't really want to listen to, because it's like, everybody's men don't take from this, that, and that. But I'm looking at the situation and everybody's being blah, blah, blah. Sometimes even men, you have to look external. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? If we can recognize skills. I watched some of these one-on-one challenges, or a lot of one-on-one challenges, and I actually appreciate it and like it, because some of these, because they're not in an NFL structure, but they're on their way to an NFL structure, I'll be looking like, come on now. You can't have the looks and likes and hold on to a person. And I do understand, just like myself, I fall short. You know what I mean? Sometimes I be wanting to have, like, I be really amped about a video, but then that time may pass, and then when I'm like really, but I need to get out, I may shoot a video. But I wouldn't say it's hit and miss, but it can be a hit. If you would just consider the miss. This could be a miss. This could be the time where boop, 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 and you just put it out there and let it be. So, of course, I am, like, really stagnated at everybody's situation and where they are landing right now. Where do y'all want to be? How do y'all want to be? Like, Come on now, you had an opportunity, but is it outside speaking in, or just like me? If I was a man voice, would it be more prominent? Would it be hitting on all cylinders for men? Or is it just because a woman, oh, she don't know it? I know what I see. And some things is a wave, some things is a given, and some things is and a lot of things are reality. You know what I mean? And my eyes, just like my life, hey, you have to give homage to what's real. What is reality? Because as you keep putting out here on the field, it's come on like that second half, everybody kind of like veer back. Now, I don't want to go back to the 9 yards type thing, but don't let it be like you guys are getting paid to sit back and let this, because numbers can make a nigga feel like, oh, wait a minute now. Okay, I ain't think these numbers, let it be. But at the same time, this is your city. This is where it's supposed to be. You're not just supposed to host. You're supposed to be there. I mean, not just in essence, but on the field. Okay? Put in that extra commodity so that you can be out there. The thing that scares me is that you guys are not sure of your worth. And that all that comes about with your worth. Yeah, y'all in the spotlight. Yeah, y'all do this. Yeah, y'all do that. But don't it go the saying of the same thing for even those that's in the spotlight? You may not want it. You appreciate you this, you that, you that, you that. It's a lie saying go. And even though your skills are recognized and it's put forth, let it be known. Let's do something with it. Stop playing on this field. You guys are who you are. You're here for a reason. Let that shit fly. Do not hold fucking back. The Kansas Chiefs had nothing on you. But because y'all fell back for whatever, and I was looking at the game, it was like, oh my God. Josh Jacob held back or did a 1-2 step before moving forward. Some of the throws were short, but as far as like everybody just moving forward, it almost like give that, I don't know. Yep, the same way I want somebody to stand by y'all, throw y'all the ball. You gotta give homage. And even though, like, no offense, and God bless everybody. The same thing with Derek and Derek Carr doing his thing on his side. Same thing with Jimmy Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo was so ready to get out there, but I was like, oh my God. This is the time. You have to stand. And just like, even though these little windows, when y'all be like, oh, we about to lose, send Jimmy in, send it. Know that your strength is becoming weary and weakened because your path is different. Not everybody wants your path to be this and to move forward. So you have to know when to just keep moving forward. Okay? Time seems different. And if you're on a Raiders time zone, you know that it's different. You know that you're on a different playing field. So get ready. Because the tests are totally different. Okay? Just know that I'm behind you. Aiden, just know that I am behind you. Okay? Because you are something different. You are something that even in certain receivers, they don't know. But you know. Put your foot on their necks. Let their ass